Kilauea has a long and varied history of eruptive activity. From within the caldera, Halemaumau constantly pours steam and gas into the sky. At the observatory, seismographs were recording slight tremors from within the volcano. Magma, molten rock from the Earth's interior, was moving beneath the surface and feeding the quiet eruption on the East Rift Zone. Gas was slowly rising through the lava. The escaping gas would sometimes push the lava up and over the rim of the vent, causing a large overflow. Day after day, men would walk up to the face of the red-hot flow to scoop out samples for laboratory study. They knew that lava fountains might resume at any time and shower them with a hailstorm of fire. Instruments called tilt meters showed that Kilauea was inflating as magma from deep in the earth moved into reservoirs near the surface. This was an indication that more intense activity could occur.
Go ahead. This is Vent calling observatory. It looks like a new episode is starting. We've got a good-sized fountain and a strong lava flow.
An important way to study an active volcano is up close, in person. Teams of scientists headed for the vent to study in detail this new active phase of the eruption. The volcano gave them plenty to do. Another episode of high fountaining was underway. 12 of these episodes occurred in 1969. At the foot of the fountain, in choking heat and gas, geologists continued their work, collecting lava samples, studying the eruption closely. This time, they saw a strange phenomenon. Lava rushing out of the main vent ran down to this lower vent and flowed back into the mountain. Possibly it was rejoining the inner rising stream of lava to be carried up and once again erupt from the main vent above. The volcano seemed to be recycling the molten lava. There were many periods of vigorous activity and relative calm. Day or night, the volcano was a spectacular sight. Scientists in the field studied portable seismographs locating earthquakes, trying to get some idea of where the magma below was moving. The activity continued, and there was more, much more to come. Millions of tons of lava gushed from the vent. Soon, the first searching fingers reached nearby Alai crater. The volcano was beginning to drastically change the Hawaiian landscape. Alai crater would soon cease to exist. Erupting lava is very hot and generally contains a great deal of gas. The lava cools and the gas escapes as the flow travels farther from the point of eruption so that it thickens and moves more slowly. Alai crater was close to the volcano's main vent, so the lava that reached it was still very fluid. A cascade of fire twice as high as Niagara Falls and 3 times as wide roared into the crater at a speed of nearly 50 kilometers per hour. At its peak, the lava fountain reached a height of 540 meters, taller than the Empire State Building. The tremendous heat from the river of lava generated strong winds. These winds created fiery tornadoes that whipped across the river, spraying flaming lava into the air. Every dawn saw not only a new day, but a new landscape. the volcano was earning a name, an identity all its own. Mauna Ulu, the growing mountain. In August, Alai crater suddenly emptied of lava. Large cracks split open the crater floor and the lava drained back into the earth. In 2 months, Mauna Ulu would fill it again. 1970 saw Mauna Ulu entering a more gentle phase of the eruption. Scientists used the time to repair and renew equipment buried under previous lava flows. Access to the site was now more difficult as roads were cut in a dozen different places. The scientist in charge of the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory, Donald Peterson, took to the air to survey the situation.
Echo, this is 412.
What can we do for you?
We have a car trapped on the highway. Can you see any way from up there of getting it out?
Oh, no way. It's totally surrounded. Looks like it's gone. Over and out.
The view from the helicopter might have been of a different planet. Barren, black fields of cooling lava stretched in every direction. A hardwood forest was now a grotesque forest of lava trees. These form when flowing lava sweeps around a living tree. Before the tree burns away, the lava cools, forming a mold around the tree trunk. The hot gases that escape from fumaroles carry tiny particles of various minerals, most commonly sulfur. As the gases rise into the atmosphere, they cool abruptly. The sulfur crystallizes and is deposited along the walls of the vent. The island of Hawaii bears evidence of many past eruptions. On the southwest slope of the island is the Great Crack, another volcanic rift, probably formed during a major eruption in the early 1820s. It is a vivid reminder of Hawaii's varied history.
Echo to observatory. Everything's quiet here. We're returning to base. Over.
As time went by, various methods of studying the Mauna Ulu eruption were put to use. There was too much happening at one time. Scientific teams were spread too thinly, but cameras could be where men could not. Metal boxes were fitted to protect them from the heat and falling ash. A lava shield such as Mauna Ulu grows by the piling up of lava flow after lava flow. Here is a time-lapse view of a day and a night in the life of Mauna Ulu. The lava pours out over the gently sloping sides of the shield. Another layer is added, and the mountain grows, eventually to become the largest new volcanic landform in the United States in many centuries. By mid-1972, Mauna Ulu had radically changed the face of the land, and the eruption continued. Now the lava was mostly traveling underground through lava tubes. Skylights in the tube's ceilings gave scientists a unique opportunity to measure the temperature of the flowing lava. It measures 1,160 degrees Celsius. The top of this stream is cooling, forming a crust. When it hardens, it will cover and insulate the lava stream, so the lava will travel a greater distance before it cools and solidifies. To measure its speed, skylights along the stream are selected and, if necessary, enlarged. The ease with which these tubes can be broken open shows how fragile the crust is on which this man is standing. 2 men are stationed at different points along the tube. They are in radio contact, and one has a stopwatch.
Ready. Start your watch. Now.
A stick thrown into the lava bursts into flame and drifts downstream.
Got it.
The time the stick took to drift the distance between the men will give them the speed of the flow. Volcanic eruptions take a variety of forms. A fountain of lava shooting into the sky is only one of many types of eruption. Anytime molten lava can be seen or even heard moving on the Earth's surface, an eruption is taking place. This relatively calm phase of the Mauna Ulu eruption would soon turn into one of the most dramatic, as the red-hot lava splashed into the cold sea. Pouring from the mouths of many lava tubes, the flow crept closer and closer to the shoreline. Nothing could stand in its way. These petroglyphs, carved perhaps hundreds of years ago by some of the earliest Hawaiians, vanished forever under the river of fire. The lava reached farther and farther from the main vent. 12, 13 kilometers. Large sections of lush forest in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park were set aflame.
Observatory calling Echo. What is your present location? Are you in a position to observe the lava flow at the shoreline?
This is Echo calling Observatory. We're approaching Kaena Point now, and that flow that was way back has gone a long ways, and it's just reaching the ocean right now. Over.
Again, Mauna Ulu gave scientists a rare look at the forces that shape our planet. This is the process that built the Hawaiian Islands, and indeed much of our Earth's crust. For the moment, the ocean is fighting a losing battle. The lava pours in faster than it can be washed away, and slowly the coastline pushes seaward. Gigantic amounts of energy are released in this head-on collision of fire and water. The battle went on, not only on the surface, but underwater as well.
Echo calling Observatory. The flow at the shore has greatly increased. There's a real good flow going on, and the divers have just gone into the water. They should be getting a real good show. Over.
The show that the divers captured on film was truly incredible. They recorded the sound and fury of an underwater lava flow. The hard crust above the tubes defies the breaking wave, and the lava continues to flow underneath the crust out into the ocean. At great personal risk, the divers filmed and collected samples of this strange and terrible fire under the sea. The sloping flank of the island extends down into the ocean, and the lava poured down this slope for many meters. Just beyond the perimeter of the lava flow, as though nothing at all was happening, life in the sea went